Hello, Nari McDiarmid with you. And in the lead up to Mining News Select in Sydney, I'm delighted to be speaking with Tara French, Managing Director with Cazaly Resources. And Tara, what opportunity does Cazaly present to investors?
So Cazaly's got a great opportunity at the moment. Our flagship project is the Goongarrie Gold Project, which is located just north of Kalgoorlie. Look, we've just really scratched the surface there. We did some great work last year, about 1,900 metres of RC and 10,000 metres of air core. And so what that has shown us is that, we've certainly got all the good indicators here. We've got 19 metres at 1.5 grams per tonne, 4 metres at 4.7 grams per tonne, for example. Some more great numbers returned from that first drilling campaign. And this just sort of sets us up for 2026, really. So what we've got from that first phase is we've generated some new targets, and we will be focusing on that pretty hard. Now, Cazaly is a bit diversified too, so we do have multi-commodities in the portfolio, and we also operate in a number of jurisdictions. That provides investors to exposure to a number of other metals. So we do have copper in our portfolio, and we've also got rare earths as well, and also a number of joint ventures. And because we're a project generator, we look to certainly divest and bring in income as well. So that also helps as far as dilution goes. And I think that's a real positive for the company, and it sets us up well going forward.
Well, if we take a closer look at your flagship Goongarrie project, Tara, you mentioned some of the initial positive drilling results a few moments ago, but what are the highlights of Goongarrie as a whole?
Look, I think the most positive thing is certainly the structural context of Goongarrie. We're located in a fantastic location. We're just north of Kalgoorlie. We're on the Bardock tectonic zone. Now, this is a major shear structure which is host to multi-million ounce gold deposits. And we've got a fantastic opportunity here. We've got over 20 strike kilometres in this district, multiple sort of north trending shear structures to test with much complexity in the district as well. So, we've had some early success here with, plenty of good indicators that we have got gold mineralisation on these structures. And, the positive side is that this particular area on the Bardock tectonic zone is relatively underexplored. So, there's the opportunity for Cazaly. We're certainly looking to advance our exploration activities there this year, generate some new prospects as well, but test our existing targets deeper, and also generate some new targets at Goongarrie. Yeah, so it's should be an exciting year ahead.
Tara, we've just been speaking about Goongarrie, but you've got other assets in your portfolio as well. What's your focus in the coming months?
Yeah, that's right, Nairi. We are a diversified mineral exploration company, and while our focus will be certainly advancing our prospects at Goongarrie, we've got some great targets in the portfolio as well. Good projects. So we've got a copper project in Halls Creek, which is just over 97 million tonnes of copper, which is fantastic. And this has only been drilled down to 150 metres. So, there's lots of opportunity there for growth potential, and we'll look to add value to this potentially with a corporate transaction or other. And we also have some fantastic rare earth projects in the portfolio. We've a very large carbonatite in Canada, 3 kilometres in diameter. And we also have an application across a fantastic landholding in Namibia with multiple pipeline targets, which we know are mineralised with rare earths and has the potential for copper mineralisation there too. So we're looking at that being granted any day now, actually. So that's coming through soon with a bit of luck. And we've also got a number of joint ventures, which also exposes us to a number of different commodities, nickel, copper, PGEs, as well as gold joint ventures in the portfolio. So, yeah, we are diversified, and in that regard, we do get exposure to other commodities in other jurisdictions, which is great. But our focus, yes, is certainly Goongarrie, and, yeah, looking to get some news out shortly on that project and work it fairly hard this year.
Well, longer term, Tara, what does success look like for Cazaly?
Certainly, we do like the model that we have, and so we will look to add value at Goongarrie. We're certainly looking to move our drilling activities to advance towards an economic mineral discovery, and that would be fantastic to define a resource later this year. And, we also look to add value for shareholders through generating new projects in the company. So we'll look to add new projects in, or essentially add new prospects at Goongarrie as we advance our exploration activities. Now we'll also look to divest projects where that will bring an income in as well, and potentially retain a royalty stream. We've got a couple of royalty streams in the project, future royalty streams. So that also generates income for the company, which is fantastic. So I guess that's it in a nutshell. I think the key thing here is the potential that the Goongarrie project has, and we're looking to add value here as a priority, and then certainly looking at other prospects and opportunities.
Well, Tara, thanks so much for speaking today.
Thanks, Nairi. Really appreciate your time.